Welcome to my study today. We're going to have a look at the present perfect tense in its basic form, that's without questions and without negatives, so we can really understand how it works. It's a difficult tense because quite often you can't hear it when we speak. You can see it when it's written, but it's a little more difficult to hear it when we actually speak. There's a written exercise for you to practice. So, let's get started. We form the present perfect tense by using have or has plus the past participle of the verb. Now all the persons of the verb use have except for the third person, he, she or it has. And I'm sure you recognise this as the present tense of the verb to have. We add the past participle and that's how we construct the tense. The verb to have plus the past participle. And here are some examples of the tense. I have paid the bill, but probably when I say that I would say I've paid the bill. I have spoken to John. I've spoken to John. And he's seen the film. He's seen the film. We use the tense for an action which began in the past with a result in the present. And the phrase really to remember is from the past until now. So if we consider the now result and ask the question, what have I done? I have opened the box and it is open now. So the result is that I can see the box is open and the action obviously took place in the past. From the past until now. Sally has closed the box and it is closed now. We can see the result of her past action from the past until now. Let's now assume it is 5 minutes later. How would we ask the question and which tense would we use? Well, as it's later, we're looking at a past action now. And the question we would use is the did form. What did I do 5 minutes ago? I opened the box 5 minutes ago. We use the past simple because this is now a completed, finished action. What did Sally do 5 minutes ago? She closed the box 5 minutes ago. A completed action in the past, so therefore simple past tense. And you've got to be careful. The question's in the past because the action is finished and completed, but we cannot use a go with the present perfect tense. Watch out for that one. But, and I always say but, and it's a big but, there's a slightly different way of looking at this tense which does cause some confusion. Let's have a closer look. Remember, we use the present perfect tense for an action which takes place in the past with a result in the present. So let's imagine John is in hospital. And let's ask the simple question, why is John in hospital? And the information is, John has broken his leg. This is obviously something he's done in the past, and it has a result, a very unfortunate result, in the present. His leg is broken now. And here really we're thinking more about the result than the actual action itself. But if we see John, we might ask the question in a different way. We can see he has a plaster on his leg, and we might ask, what has happened to John? That's still a present perfect question. But here I'm more concerned about the action that caused the result. The information is, John has broken his leg playing rugby. So I'm thinking more about the past action than the actual result. Still using the present perfect tense. But let's consider what happens if we ask that question in the past, say 5 minutes or more later. Here I'm thinking of John and I'll have to use the past simple. The question would be in the past simple. What happened to John? John broke his leg. That's the information and it's in the past. I could ask the question using the did form in a slightly different way. What did John do? He broke his leg playing rugby. Past tense. We are thinking more about the past action here. Let's have a look at some more examples.
Wow!
Here's a rather surprised looking Peter. So let's ask a question. What has Peter done? And the answer? He has had a nice surprise. So something in the past has surprised him. You can see the result, it's on his face, so we use the present perfect. Here's a very broad present perfect question. What have you done? And the answer, I think I've discovered a new planet. So here are some basic exercises for you to practice the present perfect. But before we go there, could I ask you to subscribe below and ring that bell? Thanks. Put the verbs in brackets into the present perfect tense. The verbs in the box will help you and the answers follow. You can pause the video to work through the examples. Next time we shall have a look at the present perfect tense with the adverbs just, already and yet. So, thanks for watching, please subscribe below and I'll see you next time. Bye!